Look, I'm looking like a divorced dad. No, not a divorced dad. I just look like an adult adulting life really hard in the ass. Cause I'm taking it up hard in the ass with this adulting thing. So I'm contemplating today's topic. It's either Stranger Things or Tame Impala because I have been listening to Tame Impala and I've cried a bit during my car ride home here. So why? Oh, heartbreak, family issues, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So, uh, today's topic will be. You know what? I'll just do a little bit of Tame Impala today because I just mentioned I just got back from work and I was listening to Tame Impala for the last like an hour and a half. So yeah, Tame Impala, Kevin Parker. Uh, my journey with Tame Impala started in 2020 when The Less I Know, The Better started trending. Even before that, the very first song I listened to, which was like only a few seconds, was the guitar riff because back then, like in 2020, the OnlyFans was just like starting. So OnlyFans was, just a thing where like content creators it was just it was a way for content creators to make money. It wasn't a porn industry at that time. It wasn't like a an empire of booners at the time. So during that time, these OnlyFans models would use Let It Happen, the guitar riff part, to promote their song. So like let's say there's an example. Oh, the kid there's captions and the caption would say, "Dad, it's so nice to meet you. To meet, you know, my son's goth daughter, goth girlfriend. Sorry." And then clearly the girl, the model, would obviously not dress as a goth, and it's showing off her ass, her tits, and her body, and being all lustful like and obviously, as she's doing the little cutesy pose and like tiptoeing like that, standing, the guitar riff would sound there. And at the time, I thought it was pretty cool. The guitar riff part, not the ad itself. So I didn't pay too much attention to it because obviously, it's porn, mild porn. So obviously I would scroll past it because I'm not interested in that. And then, the less I know, the better. It's to make its way around the TikTok area and Instagram. So yeah, I thought it was a banger. So I think it was like, yeah, 2019 where I actually saved the less I know, the better. I could actually check real quick if I can just get my phone. Let me see. By the way, I might as well just show you too how many songs I have saved with Tame Impala. So yeah, check this out. All of this is Tame Impala. You see? You can it's a shitty quality, but I think you can make there's Never Ender and there's Lost in Yesterday, Breathe Deeper. I even got the whole obsolete well, the song Obsolete is there. The whole Deadbeat album. Like the entire I saved it. There's also and the Currents album too. I got it saved as well. There's also Lonerism, The Slow Burn, and yeah, that's pretty much That's my entire list right there, saved in my 1,170 songs that I have saved in my Spotify. And if I actually go, how many? I think I have like more than 50 songs. Oh no, 48 songs, as you can see right there, right there. I don't know if you can. It's not a good quality. I'm recording on my laptop, but it says 48 songs. And yeah, oh, and I was supposed to show you when my album. When was this? Man, I don't like how Spotify like removed this feature where like you scroll down and it would scroll through the years. I'm pretty sure it was 2019. I'll take one last look because I'm pretty sure. What? Why? All right, whatever. Yeah, I know it was 2019 because at that time, "Circles" by Post Malone was trending too. So I did. I only saved. I only saved "The Less I Know, the Better," and I didn't pay too much attention to it. I thought it was a good song. I didn't know how deep Heaven was, and that kind of sounded wrong. How deep Kevin was. That was. Sorry, I did not mean it that way, but still, I didn't know how deep it went. So I think in late 2021 was when I discovered Let It Happen because as I was listening to three-quarters of the part up until the guitar riff, I'm like, so that's what that song was from those ads that I would see on my Instagram. So Let It Happen was what started my entire journey with Tame Impala. So the main ones that really my favorite one of all is Let It Happen because I know it's so overrated, but I don't care. It's such a good song. Those 7 minutes and like 40 something seconds really hits you. Unless you're like a psychedelic pop music type of lover. I just love it. I like how it gives you like these brain signals that like how the etherealness of the bass and the instrumentals and the synthesizers kind of like messes with your brain waves like whoa, I'm like ascending into another plane of existence. So Let It Happen was clearly like obviously I learned the number one lesson of all. Let it happen. Let it happen. Like, just let life happen. I mean, obviously, you're not gonna let bad things happen to you, but what I mean is like the lesson I learned in that song is that anything that's out of your control, you should just let it happen. Embrace the changes in your life and, let it happen. Yeah, you got cheated on, you let it happen. That's not your fault. You get your heart broken, let it happen. The other party didn't want you no more. You lost your job? Let it happen, man. You gotta find a new one then. You didn't get accepted to your favorite college that you wanted to go to? Let it happen. Either you reapply or look for another college. Yeah, like still. Like whatever's out of your control, you let it happen because the more you fight it, the more, you know, you can do everything right, but in the end, it'll never be enough. Believe me, I I learned that the hard way. So pretty much Let It Happen was the song I fell in love with. I loved Let It Happen. And then that's when I started adding more and more and more songs up until this past year, 2025, where I finally got to see him live. Like, oh my gosh, I thought I would never see Tame Impala live in a concert because during during my journey with Tame Impala, I noticed that he was around since like late 2000s, which like 2008 up, up until now. And I'm like, how come I never heard of him during, that part of my life? And wow, like it was shocking for me to learn that. And so the more I listened to his songs, the more I wanted to be in his concert until his Deadbeat tour last year. And it was practically my birthday gift because like his first day of the tour was no October 28th and my birthday is the 29th. So that was practically my birthday gift to myself. And I also noticed he changes a lot in his albums. So like I feel like in his current album it's more about like changes, acceptance, and I guess more about like some kind of spiritual awakening, self-discovery type of album. And then you have Lonerism, which is basically about, loneliness and being comfortable with yourself and how to like dealing with heartache, heartbreak, and rejection. Not really rejection. It really doesn't have much rejection. And you also got Inner Speaker. I really like Inner Speaker. Oh, I love Alter Ego. Oh, our Alter Ego. The first time I heard it, I thought I was listening to the Beatles. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of gives that Beatles vibe. So, Inner Speaker pretty much has something to do with I don't know. I don't know too much. I'm still I'm still learning about his albums. Obsolete, definitely. Why do I keep calling the Deadbeat album obsolete? I don't know why do I keep I think because obsolete obviously resonates with my with my situations. And because obviously obsolete talks about love, unrequited love. So is the less I know, the better. It talks about unrequited love, but obsolete definitely talks about, talk is cheap, but the words cut deep. Promises get old. And then, tell me please, cause I'm losing sleep. Do you want my love or is it obsolete? And then the main lyric that hits deep is like, just tell me I'm right and I'll do the rest, baby. Yeah, clearly, I resonate a lot with that song. Also, man, it's been a. I keep forgetting. There's so many songs that I listen to that I can't keep track of the names. There's obsolete and pardon, pardon me. Oh, and afterthought too. The song afterthought is basically, being second option. Yeah, I know. The Deadbeat tour definitely uh the Deadbeat album talks about negative feelings, but like embracing them too in like a positive way where it pushes you to, be above the negativity, like be more than the negativity. That's my take on the album. Like check out my merch. I do not have to we ain't leaving the concert without any merch. You see, that's my poster right there. I hope I still have it too. Oh yeah, look, I also got my loser hat. You see? From his song, Loser. Oh my gosh, Loser. His song. I love that song because in his music video, Joe Keery, my hubby, my Steve the Hair Harrington, my my husband. He's in that video. Joe, aka Joe. So I think the main songs that really touch deep with me is it would be I'm like I'm gonna like list from each album like one or two songs. So I think from Lonerism. No, let me start with the Slow Rush. Lost in Yesterday and Breathe Deeper. Lost in Yesterday obviously talks about leaving the past behind, like lose it in yesterday. Yesterday was yesterday. And Breathe Deeper, I don't really know the meaning to it, but I really love the beat and the instrumental to that song. For Lowe's and Lonerism, Why Won't They Talk to Me? And Elephant. Oh, I love Elephant. Why won't they talk to me? I discovered that song during a period in my life last year where like the timing was weird when I discovered that song. Okay, I'm gonna add one more song to that album. Be Above It. I really love Be Above It because the song starts with like this chanting voice like gotta be above it, I 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 gotta be above it. And then it starts with the song, just listen to it. It's good. It's a really good song. And the Deadbeat album, oh, a lot of songs. I think I'm actually gonna have to list three, maybe four. So that's Obsolete, Not My World, No Reply, and Dracula. I love how Kevin released Dracula it was 2 weeks before Halloween. It was a Halloween banger. And Inner Speaker is the songs for Inner Speaker I have saved. My favorite ones in Inner Speaker is Why Won't You Make Up Your Mind and Alter Ego. And for Currents is such a good song. Like all the songs on Currents is amazing. But I think I need to pick three. Number one is Let It Happen, obviously. Number two, New Person, Same Old Mistakes. I cry a lot to that song, specifically to the lyrics where it says, Man, I know it seems hard to digest, but maybe the story ain't so different from the rest. And I know that it seems wrong to accept, but you've got your demons and she's got her regrets. And then it repeats again, Man, I know it seems wrong to digest. A realization is as good as a guess. And then, but you've got your demons and she's got her regrets. But you've got your demons and she's got her regrets. Like when you listen to that part specifically, me personally, it just hits so close to home. It makes me cry every single time. Eventually, I'll stop crying about it too because, I gotta feel my feelings. And number three, I mean, obviously, I love New Person, Same Old Mistake because in that song, it kind of makes it sound like two halves of you is like can't agree on one thing. And, there's the part of you that wants change, that wants something better, and the other part of you that wants to stay the same. One coin, two sides of the same coin. Fear and courage and stuff like that. And the last song for Currents would be shit. I'm contemplating whether the less I know, the better, or the moment. Actually, no. Yes, I'm changing. That's that's my song number three for Currents. I love that song. And for the slow rush, I'm gonna add one more song. Is it true? That's like a love song. I love that song. That's a love song for me. I'm just so terrified to face up. Like any moment, I'm face up. I told my mother that I love. I butchered that lyric, but it was the middle part of the lyric. But I love that song. And I mean, just check out Tame Impala. He's a really good artist. I love him. People didn't like his Deadbeat album because like it's not what he always did. But in one of his interviews, he said that if he wanted to make money, he would have just done the same thing over and over and over again. This guy actually loves his work. Like he actually puts a lot of effort into his work, his music, his songs. Like he is experimenting. So he said like this album was more like an experiment for him. Like, it's something he wanted to create. Like he made it because he wanted to. And yeah, that's my take on Tame Impala. I don't know if I'm going to talk about Stranger Things next in the next video, as soon as I finish with this one, or I'll just do it tomorrow. But either way, I'm tired right now. It's 10:39 right now, and I got work tomorrow, so I'm contemplating. I'm sleepy too. Okay, bye.